They kicked the hell out of me.
That's what they tell you?
And this guy jumped up, grabbed the hand grenade, and pulled the pin. And these guys were nuts.
What was the training like? 1959.
All right.
Where he became the first African American to join the Marine Corps' Special Operations Force Recon.
That's what they tell me.
That's what they tell you?
That's what they tell me. I joined up, and to join Force Recon at that time, you had to be almost a Superman. These guys.
So did you know what Force Recon was when you'd signed up for it?
I'd heard about it.
How'd you hear about it?
Guys had told me about, and they had a newspaper there. It was the Scout newspaper in California, and they had an article on them. And the guys jumping out of airplanes and swimming and diving. And I thought this is pretty cool. I'd been in the grunts for 3 years. So I went down and took the test. They kicked the hell out of me. Man, these guys were nuts. Damn. And you think SEAL training got to be pretty good. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of these guys. And I passed, of course. Well, actually, I didn't pass. They said I didn't pass. They said, well, come back on Monday. This was Friday I took the test. Said, you didn't make it. Come back on Monday and take it again. Okay. Showed up on Monday, took it again. You know, they said, put him in, you know, they took me in to see the first sergeant. Then I had to go see the captain. And the captain was in his office, and he had a hand grenade on his windowsill. I saw it. I'd seen hand grenades before. And he said something dumb like, what would you do with this hand grenade? I said, I'd throw it out the window. With the window, I was sitting, the window was open. And this guy jumped up, grabbed the hand grenade, and pulled the pin. It was a joke. They wanted to see if I was going to run. No, I went through all this hell to get here now. You're not going to make me run out of this office there. But that's a little induction type stuff. I did 3 years there. Went overseas with the Marine Pathfinders.
What was the training like?
Well, they sent you to jump school and all types of you had a platoon, had a team, and out on the West Coast, it was crazy. PT every day during the day. I was married at that time, but now you had to live in the barracks, and for as long as I can remember, we were swimming, running and diving and all kinds of stuff they created. You know, that the SEALs hadn't come on yet. This was 1961, right to 60. So I went to jump school in 60. That was separate. Then when I come back, I went through the Recon indoctrination. And I was a pretty good kid. I could handle myself. But they were tough. We had guys from World War II in there, not many, but, you know, they were new guys. We had some Army in there. We had some SEALs, not SEALs, but UDT guys, and the corpsmen were SEALs, were
Navy.
Right, yeah, Navy guys, yeah. But First Force was my indoctrination into special operation.
What did it feel like for you to graduate the training?
Well, we didn't graduate from the training. They just put you in a platoon. You go through all indoctrination, which is the stuff now that jungle warfare and mine clearing and all kind of stuff we went through. We didn't have a battalion. It was one company. And the folks that ran that company, pretty tough guys. And they only took the best guys, the toughest guys. Had huge guys. I don't know where they got those guys from. I mean, really, when I saw those guys, you know, and they could fight, but a lot of them were overrated, I thought, became hot dogs. And I came there for a serious tour of duty. So I got in a little trouble. Some of the guys thought, well, I'm a black guy, so let's give this black guy a hard time. Didn't work that way. I didn't back down from them, no.
How did they give you a hard time?
Because I was black.
How?
I was the only black guy there.
What would they do?
Well, one time after some horrendous program, I was tired, and I was in the squad bay, and I laid down this bed, and the guys came by and with this cross and put a rebel flag on me, and this stuff, and they laughed about it, and I saw it, and I got up, cleaned myself up, let it go. Indoctrination. They thought they were going to scare me. No, you don't scare Jim Capers. I'd worked too hard, to get there. And by that time, I had a wife and a child. And, of course, they paid you $55 for jump pay. And when I became an officer, it went up to $110. I don't know what they do now, but it was extra pay. So it was an incentive. And I enjoyed the tour, but a lot of racism back in those days. Those things that I saw, and it bothered me, but it didn't deter me.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.